Hey y'all, it's Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. Alright y'all, so let me just be real. I just finished wrapping up sessions for today. If you don't know, I am a licensed mental health counselor, clinical mental health counselor, and a licensed addiction specialist, aka I'm a therapist. Okay. I'm also a professor and an executive producer, screenwriter, author, a single mom of 2 teenagers. I'm currently in a PhD program, just a few more weeks left and before I defend and become Dr. WoundedHealerMovie. So yeah, I have, a lot going on in my life. So today I really just want to take this time to talk to y'all because I have not filmed a mindset video in a while, and I thought it's time because I don't know, it's the end of November. We're going into the final month of 2024, and I don't know about y'all, but at this time of the year I'm like really focused on my goals for 2025 or the next year, right? And just really reflecting on my year, like what have I done, what have I achieved, what have I accomplished, what have I not yet accomplished, what am I looking forward to accomplishing in the new year, things like that. And so I really just wanted to talk to you guys about my plans, like what I want to do, and hopefully this will evoke something within you to say, hey, let me figure out what it is that I want to do and what kind of things that I need to do differently or change up this next year. So this is not an exhaustive list, I don't think, because I feel like there's still things to do and that maybe I don't know yet because there's still a whole nother month. I mean, I'm at the beginning of this week, so life changes so fast. But so I'm just going to give you this list, okay? Just right off the dome. I did make a little list in my notes section of my iPhone, so I'm looking at that if you see me. But yeah, so the first thing I'm doing differently and just really going into the new year doing is minding my own business. And I mean that, like, for real. So what I mean by that is a couple things. So I'm going to really focus on me. Like, I feel like this year, I would say I did a lot better this year, like really focusing on me. Not necessarily like family and friends and what they have going on, or I didn't really do a lot of that. I really feel like this year was more like a selfish year, and not in a negative way, but like pouring into myself and like really focusing on me. But I think taking that another step further, like really, really, really focusing on me and my goals and what I desire and what I want and what I need, and I think for some people, it can feel very uncomfortable, like putting all your effort and focus and attention on yourself. We're kind of reared, in society, especially from certain cultures, to like always think about everybody else and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, sometimes, some seasons, you need to focus on you. Like, period. You need to mind your own business. For real. Me, I get paid to mind other people's business. But outside of that, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I'm not dealing with it. Because I got 2 kids that are entering adulthood. Focusing on them, focusing on me. I care about everybody else, but like, nah. Because right now, I'm locking in, right? But it also means for me to really focus on growing my business. I'm a CEO of a production company that focuses on developing and producing mental health, cinema therapy type films. And so I really want to grow my business this coming year. This year, I released my first feature film. Sorry, y'all. And it... it was exciting to release that film, but it was my first film, and so I learned a lot. I learned the other side of releasing a film, because it had taken 3 years, and I don't want my next project to take 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. I know what to do now. So really just minding my own business, figuring out things that I want to do outside of just the movies and production, and seeing how I can offer my services to the world, So yeah, I'm minding my own business. The second thing I'm going to do is kind of focus on the fact that like there's no competition. There's no competition. And I'm not comparing myself, compete with anybody. I think some people will do that with you and you don't even realize it. But like, I don't, baby, we ain't in the same lane. Like, I don't care. Oh. Sorry, y'all. I'm not editing this video, so there's that. But I told you I'm working therapist, and I got a message. But, and I'm definitely not working right now, so there's that. But yeah, life of a therapist. But yeah, so like not comparing myself to anybody. I feel like sometimes we can get caught up in like comparing ourselves to people who've been doing this for 30 years. Baby, we're not on the same level. Like, I'm not on your level, and I don't need to be. I don't need to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I have to remind myself of that. Like, oh, you know, I really want to do this and this, and you might look over to the left, and these people are like at award shows and doing all this stuff, or they're producing a movie every 6 months or whatever, and it's like, you're just getting started. Like, literally, you've had so many setbacks on your first movie. Just get this out and focus on this one first. Like, and I had to tell myself that and not compare or compete with anybody and not think that like somehow I'm lacking or something. Like, no, you're doing really good, honestly, considering you've done all this by yourself, essentially. So that part. The third thing I'm going to do is invest. And if you've been following me, you already know that should not be any surprise to you. That is like my focus this year, baby. I'm telling you, like 2025, I'm investing, but in a different way, like multiple ways. So I'm going to invest in stocks, of course. Like, I've been really focused on maxing out my 401k, and God willing, I will be maxing out for the first time my Roth IRA in my 401k next month, and I'm so excited about that. And I plan to do that next year as well. So I just want to keep seeing that those accounts grow and grow, because at the end of the day, that's my net worth. Like, and I know that God created me to be a multimillionaire. It's just there. Like, it's just part of my identity. You know? So I know that, you know, I'm not some magical thinking type person. I'm not looking for like, oh, I'm going to hit the lottery, or I'm going to marry some rich man. I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking, how can I steward the finances that I have in the businesses and income, and provide service that will generate this income and this revenue so that I can become a multimillionaire. So I believe that. Real estate is definitely another one. I've purchased this home in 2023. So next year will be 2 years that I've been here, and I tell myself that I was going to purchase a new home every 2 years. And I'm so serious about that part. Okay, for real. With school finishing up, my kids heading off to college in the fall, I think it would be perfect timing to go ahead and put this home on the market. Not to sell, because I want to build a portfolio of rental properties, but I want to, you know, rent this home out. I don't think I'm going to do Airbnb or anything like that. I think I'm just going to rent it out. So this will be a rental property, and I'll purchase another home to live in. And I want to also, and so it just depends on how things pop off for me. I really want to purchase this other home. I'm not going to tell y'all too much about that yet, but you're going to see, and it's very important to me. But purchase that home, and that'll be a rental property. And then I also want to purchase my first actual like investment property, like a duplex type thing. That would be so amazing. If I don't get to that in 2025, definitely, God willing, we'll be doing that in 2026. But definitely the next step for me would be to purchase my next home and make this a rental. So technically, like, going into investment properties. And then, of course, businesses. I think that, like, as a filmmaker, I realized, like, I really wanted to serve in the role of an executive producer. So I really want to invest in other people's projects, because I realized, like, people don't really have funding for their projects. They have stories and ideas and concepts, but they don't have the money. And I really want to back people. I want to back those projects, because I don't have to always produce my own projects, if that makes sense, right? Like, I can fund other people's, but have a you know, equity in it. So I think that's something that I really want to get into. So I'm gonna look into that as the year opens up. All right, the next thing is I want to increase my net worth and my network. You get it? Yeah. So what that mean? I gotta get out of the house. Period. Like, I gotta get out. I gotta go start networking, go to events, travel, do all that stuff, which is perfect and such in alignment with my goals for 2025, which is all about freedom and traveling and getting out and doing more and not being here in this office. Y'all not gonna see me in this office filming all the time. You're just not. You're not. So I'm excited about that. Like, I do believe that our net worth is tied to our network, and it's not always about like what you know, but it's like, who do you know, and who do I need to know? You know what I mean? Like, if this is where I want to be, if this is who I want to be, and this is what I want to do in the world, who is already doing that? Who is already in that space? I need to connect with those people, because there's probably something I can offer them and they can offer me, and we, you know what I'm saying, we can connect. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think the last, one more thing. So freedom. That's what it's all about. 2025, that is my word. You know, there's a word for every year. The word for 2025 for me is freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean time freedom, mental freedom, and financial freedom. So I want to have time to just do whatever I want to do and travel and enjoy myself and not always be locked down in the office space. You know, I don't, that ain't for me. So that means I got to change some things up, and I already know that. I'm already, you know what I'm saying? But there's a way for me to maintain my career, but also be able to do it virtually and remotely. And so I'm excited to see what God does in that space of my life. There's a lot of options, a lot of doors that are open up for me as I am accomplishing and completing my PhD in a few weeks. And so it's going to be interesting to see what God does. Like, I'm all for it, baby. I'm all for it. So give me that time freedom, the financial freedom, of course, just increasing my income, increasing revenue, and really putting myself out there and not being afraid, and knowing that I have so much to offer the world and I can be compensated for that. Period, you know? And of course, mental freedom. Like, I'm not entertaining nothing or nobody who's gonna bring me any stress. If you're not bringing peace, you can't be in my life. I don't care if you're friends, family, dating, kids, whatever. Like, no. No. I felt so good this year. This year was the first year, I think, that I have not, I don't know, I just feel like I was detached, right? And with that detachment, it was like I finally just fell in love with me. And when you get that level of like love for yourself and mental peace, you're not letting nobody come in and distract you or destroy that. So just maintaining what I've already built this year. I pray for this. And I'm just going to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. And I love to teach other people about that, because it's like, it took some work to do that. But I did this all year, and I've been maintaining all year. And this is the first year I haven't been emotional, connected to somebody, and just all over. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do astrology, stuff like that no more. But I'm a Scorpio, and we love hard. Like, when I say hard, I mean hard. We're like super loyal. We locked in. Like, you really can't get nobody better. I'm just saying. But, you know, there's a negative side to that too. Oh, camera. Listen now. Hold up. Where's my light? I'm not editing this out, y'all. I'm not. But anyway, see, I shouldn't be talking about that kind of stuff. So there we go. The last one, self-love. I already kind of touched on that a little bit, but just really practicing self-love this coming year. And for me, if you love yourself, I feel like you want the best for you, and you know that you deserve it. And that's where I'm at. Like, I deserve everything and anything that my heart desires, you know, and that God desires for me. And I just believe that I can have it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to work for it. Period. All right, y'all. Those are mine. What's yours? Leave me a comment below. I am so happy to have you guys here with me. I have so much content coming for you guys in the near future. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to kind of like brainstorm what their things are going to be for 2025. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.